average investor is always going to be going off what's hot right now. That was true 100 years ago. It'll be true 100 years from now. And it's not even irrational to do that. If there is a big return sitting in front of you, it is very rational that someone's going to come along and take it. And it would, like, the world's never going to exist where people aren't going to be chasing that. To me, it's just I think there's a couple things. There's a great quote from Charlie Munger where he says, the first rule of compounding is to never interrupt it unnecessarily. That's what you need to do to make compounding work. And to me, if you are chasing the highest returns, you are much more likely to have to interrupt your compounding at some point when those returns mean revert, where the technology that you're chasing, you realize you don't really understand it, it gets disrupted by something else, et cetera, et cetera. To me, all I want to do for my personal money is make sure that the stocks that I do own, I can leave alone for 50 years. That's it. Because I know that if I can do that, I'll achieve every financial goal that I have and then some. So then my challenge, my tactics are, how can I situate my mindset and my financial life to make sure that I never have to touch those stocks? And for me, that's a really simple, basic kind of average return situation. So I think that's the answer to your question. Like it's never gonna change. But if you are one of the people who can kind of look past it, then maybe you can change individually. But as a group, it's always going to be like that. The other thing is just realizing that compounding is just returns to the power of time. And in any exponential equation like that, the exponent is really what drives things, to crazy numbers over time. So to me, it's not necessarily who can earn the highest returns. It's who can earn good returns for the longest period of time. That's what really gets to it. And if you were to ask, like, hey, you can earn 20% returns for the next 5 years, and then who knows what happens after that, or you can earn 10% returns for the next 50 years. I'm going to take option 2 every single time, all day long, even if I'm earning half the returns of my neighbors. I think another big thing here that I think is, if I have any financial skill personally, it's this: I have no susceptibility to FOMO. That's it. I don't like watching Bitcoin. It doesn't impact me in the slightest. But I think for a lot of people, like, they cannot look themselves in the mirror every morning if their neighbors are getting richer to them. So I think if there is like one standout financial skill for a lot of people in businesses and investing that I think really moves the needle towards success, it's kind of being impervious to FOMO.